Welcome back to Grammar Fundamentals for the SAT. This is Chapter 2, Lesson 13. We've finished the parts of speech. Now we start assembling them into sentences. Every sentence begins with two parts, a subject and a predicate. Now we start building sentences. Every sentence, no matter how long, has two basic parts. The subject tells whom or what the sentence is about, and the predicate tells something about that subject, what it is or what it does. Take the shortest possible sentence. Hawks soar. Hawks is the subject, what it's about. Soar is the predicate, what they do. Put a subject together with a predicate and you've got a complete sentence. Inside every subject and predicate is a core. The simple subject is just the main noun or pronoun, and the simple predicate is just the verb or verb phrase with no modifiers attached. Look at this longer sentence. The hungry hawks soar high above the canyon. Strip away the extra words, and the simple subject is hawks, the main noun, while the simple predicate is soar, the verb. Everything else, the, hungry, high above the canyon, is just modifying. So to find the simple subject and predicate, strip away the modifiers and keep the core noun and verb. Now widen the lens. The complete subject is the simple subject plus all the words that modify it. And the complete predicate is the simple predicate plus everything that modifies it. In our sentence, the complete subject is the hungry hawks, that's hawks, plus the and hungry describing it. And the complete predicate is soar high above the canyon. That's soar plus all the words telling how and where. So complete just means the simple core plus its whole entourage of modifiers. Here's a reliable way to find both parts. First, find the verb. That's your simple predicate. Then ask who or what is doing that verb, and the answer is your subject. Try it. Sheena searched for her airline tickets. The verb is searched. There's the predicate. Now ask who searched. Sheena. There's your subject. Verb first, then the who or what question. It works every single time. Here's a trap worth knowing right now. The simple subject is never hiding inside a prepositional phrase. Look, the box of chocolates was empty. It's tempting to grab chocolates, the closest noun to the verb, but of chocolates is just a prepositional phrase. Cross it out, and the real subject is box. The box was empty. So whenever you hunt for the subject, mentally cross out the prepositional phrases first. The subject is never in there. A common test question asks you to split a sentence. Where does the subject end and the predicate begin? Watch. The robin hopped across the yard. The subject is the robin, and the predicate starts at hopped. Even with a long subject. About 300 million people speak Spanish. The whole phrase, about 300 million people, is the subject, and speak begins the predicate. So the rule is simple. The predicate begins at the verb, which means everything before the verb is the complete subject. Let's put it together. The chestnut horse runs swiftly over the field. The simple subject is horse, and the simple predicate is runs. The complete subject is the chestnut horse, the horse plus its describers, and the complete predicate is runs swiftly over the field, the verb plus all the words about how and where. Simple core, complete whole, subject and predicate, fully mapped. Let's practice. In each sentence, pick the simple subject, the main noun, not its modifiers. Pause and try before I answer. The clever fox stared at the startled rabbit. The main noun is fox. Clever only describes it. so the simple subject is fox. The green grass shimmered in the morning sun. Strip the modifier green, and the main noun is grass, so the simple subject is grass. The bridge collapsed in a cloud of dust. What is the sentence about? The bridge, so the simple subject is bridge. Now find the split. Pick the first word of the complete predicate, the verb where the predicate begins. Pause and try each. The robin hopped across the yard. The complete subject is the robin, and the predicate begins at the verb, hopped. So the answer is hopped. The huge elephant trumpeted loudly. The subject is the huge elephant, and the predicate begins at the verb, trumpeted. So the answer is trumpeted. About 300 million people speak Spanish. That whole long phrase, about 300 million people, is the subject, and the verb speak begins the predicate. So the answer is speak. Let's bring it together. Every sentence has a subject telling whom or what it's about, and a predicate telling something about that subject. The simple subject and predicate are just the core noun and verb. The complete subject and predicate add all the modifiers. To find them, locate the verb, then ask who or what is doing it. And to split a sentence, remember the predicate begins at the verb. Great work. In Lesson 14, we'll see what happens when subjects and predicates double up, compound subjects and predicates.